Hello friends, I am back today with another speed build. Today I built I want to say it's a modern farmhouse, but I don't know if it actually is. I couldn't tell you. I'm not very good at knowing what is what kind of style of house. Because usually I just build cottages. I know what a cottage is. But I really struggle knowing what is this? What is a craftsman? What is a farmhouse? I don't have a clue. But I think in my head this is a farmhouse. Tell me if I'm wrong. I would really appreciate knowing so that I don't embarrass myself again in the future. But it's on the gallery as a farmhouse, so I'll probably name it that as well. But I really like this build. It took me so long though. I watched the entire season 3 of You on Netflix while building this. I mean, to be fair, I did not do the entire build while watching Netflix. I watched some of the season while doing other things. So I didn't watch it's 8 episodes or something. I didn't watch full 8 episodes while building this, but I watched a few. This took me a very long time to build. I keep doing this to myself where I build these really big houses with a lot of space in them. But I really like it. I like building big houses. I think it's so much more fun to build a big house than to build a small house. Because I love doing exteriors and I feel like you can do so much more interesting stuff when it's a big house. I do want to say, I spent literally 2 hours on landscaping on this build. So I fully cut out the landscaping. I don't think I left in any of it because it took me so long that I was this video is going to be 30 minutes if I leave it in. Because I spent way more time on landscaping than I did on furnishing, because I'm really not that good at landscaping. This is my flaw, my downfall when it comes to building, is I'm not that good at landscaping, and my landscaping always looks kind of sad, and there's just not that much of it. I watched these other simmers create the most beautiful green landscaping with all these beautiful flowers, and it looks amazing, and I tried to do that in this build. I think it looks all right. It's nice and green. There's flowers. I think it's all right. But it took me a very long time. So if you're wow, suddenly plants appeared, that's very strange. I put them there myself. It just took a very long time. Also, I could not decide on wallpaper for this house. I think I ended up choosing one from Parenthood. But I had a lot of ideas and none of them worked for me. I really struggled with that. Because I had a very specific vision in my head. I just couldn't figure out how to do it and make it look right, and that was very upsetting. I have this problem where I have a very specific thing in mind. I'm I want this room to look exactly like this, and then I go into the game and I'm we don't have the furniture that we thought we did. I get really convinced that there's things in certain swatches, and then I go into the game and the swatches do not exist. And then I get very upset because things don't look the way I want them to, and that's very sad. Like I said, I watched season 3 of You on Netflix. I love that show so much. It's so good. It's horrible how much horrible stuff happens in that show, but I love it so much. It's so good. I watched the first season when it came out, the second season when it came out, third season when it came out. Loved every single season. The ending of every season always really throws me off. It happens every single time. I don't know what I'm expecting. This season was intense. So many people got murdered and hurt, and it was great. I love that kind of stuff. See, here's the thing. I don't usually watch a lot of shows that are horror or thrillers or anything like that. I don't usually watch murder stuff. I watch Squid Game. The only 2 Netflix shows I've watched recently are Squid Game and You, which is strange because those are both things that I usually wouldn't watch. Because I'm more of I don't know, I like more of the drama stuff, but not drama as in murder. More drama as in someone's mom dies and now they're all alone and they're going to a new school. I don't know, that sounds really dumb, but when there's just more real life drama without, murders happening everywhere. That's more my kind of thing. I like drama. I like romance. Sadly, all the good romance films are for straight people, so we gotta work on that, guys. Any film producers out there ready to make some good lesbian rom-coms where no one dies at any point, that would be great. I would be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Speaking of lesbian media, I've been reading really, really, really good books that are like about two women in a relationship. I never had books like this because I used to just buy books in a bookstore and like read them at the library. And our library where I live, like I live in a small town where we don't have a lot of modern books here in our library, like not any that came out in like the past few years. So no way that we're gonna have any books with lesbian representation. Maybe like gay men, but lesbians? Absolutely not. But I've read some really good books. I just finished reading The Falling in Love montage. It's a really good book. I really, really liked it. It's like I don't know. It's just like exactly what any romance book would be for straight people, but because it's with two girls, the story's so much better. Because like a relationship between two women is so different than between like a woman and a man. I love it so much. It's such a good book. And I'm reading, I don't remember what it's called. Oh my god, I'm gonna get up and see what it is. Hold on. It's called One Last Stop. I'm running across the room. Oh no. But it's called One Last Stop. I really, really like it. It's like, the story is it's about like two girls, except one of them is like stuck on the underground in New York, and it's just like she's been stuck there for years and she doesn't even know it. It's so good. I'm like 1/4 of the way through. I love that book. It's really, really good. I saw it on TikTok, same with The Falling in Love montage, and I love both books so far. I think they're really, really good. My girlfriends bought a bunch of other books because we went to a bookstore like a few days ago. So I'm gonna read lots and I'm very excited about it. I used to read so much when I was a child, and then I just kind of stopped when I started going to like high school because I had to do so much homework. And here's the thing, when you have to start reading because someone tells you to, reading for fun becomes so much less fun. Like no one wants to read a book by choice when you've been like forced to read books all day, because you just want to like do something else that's less, exhausting on the brain. So I didn't read for so long, but the study I do now, I study communication. It's not that much reading. I don't have a lot of stuff from books. So I feel like that's made me like want to read books more, because it doesn't, like I don't connect reading to school as much anymore, which is good. Which may sound a bit stupid, but I feel like that's like a big reason for me. It's just like reading feels fun again. And also I can read books now that I'm actually interested in. Because I really struggle to, like I really like reading like romance books. I think that's really fun, and like I like I don't know, that might sound really like basic and stuff, but I just really like those kind of books. I don't know, I really like them. They're good for me. They make me feel happy, and like they make me cry in like the best ways. 10 out of 10. And now I finally can find some that like I can relate to, which is good. Because like me as a child, I didn't know what relationships were like anyway, and like being in love was like anyway, so it didn't really matter for me what I was reading. But now that I'm like in a relationship with another girl, like I don't want to read about relationships with men because I'm not interested in that kind of thing in real life. So I don't really want to read about it either, because I don't really like, I don't know, it's a lot less interesting than reading a story that's actually relatable to you. So that was my rant about books. Go read something. I don't know, find a book that interests you and order it online. I know that there's a lot of bookstores, probably if you used to go to a library as a child and you're like, oh my god, the books there suck. Yeah, they probably do, because they don't fit with who you are as a person. Because I know that I probably could not find a lot of books that I personally relate to a lot if I went to the library where I live. But if you look online, you can find books for like anything, like fictional books about anything, and it's so good. I love that. I love how many books there are, and I love that those kind of books are becoming more like, I don't know, inclusive of multiple people, and like, it's just really good. I like that kind of thing. I like being able to read about different kinds of people, even if I don't relate to them. I'm very bored of the like straight white girl like dating a straight white boy and their very like basic lives. Like I think I've read enough of those books, and I think it's time for us to get more representation of different groups of people. So that very much excites me. I think that there's going to be a lot of new cool books coming out as well. I know that I've seen a lot of people on TikTok writing books. Like, I don't know. I just think that there's cool content coming now that everyone else, like, in this generation can fully write books and publish them and, like, come out with films and stuff. I think we're going to have such, like, a good era of content coming, and I'm so excited for that. Like, I can't wait for lesbians to just be, like, a normal thing in any show, instead of it being, like, the thing that drives people to a show. Because I feel like there's a lot of shows where people just watch it because there's representation in it for them, which is so odd. Like, you should just have representation anywhere, and it shouldn't be so hard to come by. Like, I think for, like, disabled people as well, they don't get any representation, and when they do, it's always so bad. It's horrible. I can't believe this, that it's, like, 2021 and we still have such poor representation everywhere, but it's getting better, and we love that. Hello, I'm sorry. I want to say something again. I know I've been talking about this a lot, but I'm raising money for able gamers all week on stream. I don't know when I'll be live, but as this video goes up, I think I should be live. If it goes up when it's supposed to. And I'm very excited for it. I had my first charity stream yesterday, and I raised $26. My goal right now is for $100. I really hope we can reach it this week. I'm kind of a small streamer, so of course my goal is going to be a lot lower than a lot of the other people. There's people that have raised like thousands and hundreds of dollars already, and it's Monday. Like, we started on Sunday. So that's incredible. Like, the total of the team right now is over 40,000, which is incredible, and everyone's so nice. And I'm so excited. But Able Gamers is such an amazing charity, and it just makes gaming more accessible for everyone. And if you want to look up their YouTube videos, they have some really great YouTube videos showing the kind of stuff they do. They make, like, custom controllers. They work with gaming developing companies to make games more accessible from the start. They just do so many amazing things. I'm out of breath because I'm talking so fast. Hold on. But they make, like, custom controllers so that people that only have one hand can use them. They make it, like, so that you can use your wheelchair. You have, like, a wheelchair that has, like, a electrical thing on it. You can use that and connect it to your gaming console and use that to game. Like, they're doing so many really cool things to make gaming more accessible for people. And I think that's so incredible because, like, if you're watching this, you definitely either play The Sims or really love The Sims. Like, I know that we all really love games, and gaming brings so many people together, and it's just so much fun. Like, you can't say it's not fun. We all know that gaming's fun, and there's a game out there for everyone. And it sucks knowing that some people just can't play them because they physically can't play them because the controls aren't made for them, and that's so sad. And then you watch these videos. There's, like, a video of this little boy that has, like, one arm, so he has, like, a controller that has, like, buttons on the back, and it's so cool. Like, that it looks like such a simple thing, but they, like, give these controllers out to people. They, like, help people be able to get them as well. They don't just make them, they, like, help them get to those people that need them. It's just a lot of really cool stuff, and I love that these kind of charities that, like, help out a lot. I think it's really, really cool, and I'm very, very excited to be a part of this massive event with all these incredible, incredible people, because everyone's so nice, and I've, like, made the most amazing friends. I've talked to the most like amazing people over the past few weeks, and I'm so excited about it. So I really strongly encourage you to check out the event. I think you'll really enjoy it. There's so many cool streamers, and I think you'll love it. I think there's definitely multiple streamers in there that you'll like absolutely love. Like I've found some really great streamers over the past few weeks just through like watching other people stream and like talking to people about like their plans for this week. So that's really cool, and I'm very excited. But another thing I wanted to say, in this house, I put an asexual pride flag in one of the bedrooms upstairs, which was a request from someone on, I think, my last video, maybe the video before that, not 100% sure. So I will do that. If you want me to put something specific in my builds, or if you like want me to make a room for a certain person, I would 100% do that. If you like ask me to make like I don't know, if you're like trans and you want to make your like dream room but that you cannot have in real life, I would love to do that for you. If you like tell me what you want it to look like, I will do my best. Like, I don't know, little things. Like if you want me to put your pride flag in a build because you don't see a lot of people using it, or you just like want to feel represented, I would love to do that. Like those are all such little things, and I know that they can be really meaningful. It's just like, oh, hi, that's me. That's me. I see that on someone else's things. So that's always a really cool thing. And I definitely see that. So if you ever want me to do something like that, I absolutely will. Just ask me to do it and I 100% will do that. So that will be fun. I also, currently, I am working on a build. I started it on stream yesterday. I bought paranormal stuff. I was talked into it, but very easily convinced. I have this thing where I don't want to buy all the packs, but now I'm getting close to the point where I'm basically there. Like, most of the packs I'm missing are stuff packs, and like game packs as well. But I'm starting to just buy them at random times because I'm like, oh, I want this random thing from this random pack. So I was easily talked into it, but I'm building like a massive haunted castle. This is gonna take me weeks, I think. If I don't finish it this week, I might not finish it next week either. Like, it's gonna take such a long time because I don't know how to furnish it properly. But I think it's gonna be really cool. I just don't know if I'm gonna post it on YouTube or not because I feel like it's gonna take absolutely forever, and I don't know how I'm gonna cut that down into a video. But that's something I'm working on. It will definitely go on my gallery when it's done. So you'll definitely see it there. I am recording it for a YouTube video. I just don't know if it's gonna happen because I might have to cut so much out of it that there's just no point in me even posting it, because I don't like having to do voiceovers that are like 37 minutes long. I prefer when they're like under 20 minutes, under 25 maybe. That would be my max, because this voiceover is very long. But luckily I have things to talk about today. Also, and I installed shaders, so if you're like, wow, your game looks a lot nicer in the screenshots today, that's why. It took me forever. I really struggled downloading, like, they're not even called shaders, are they? I don't know, like a reshade. Downloading them and putting them in your game is such a struggle. Oh my god, I felt like I was coding. It really wasn't that hard. I was fine. It was a lot more steps than like putting custom content in your game, and I was really surprised by the amount of effort it took me. But they had a very easy to understand video, so it really wasn't that complicated. But I'm pretty much done to build now. You'll see all the landscaping that I did not show you existed, and then I'll show you all the screenshots. I really hope you like this build. Like I said, it took me a very long time, but I am very proud of it. I really like how it turned out. This is like the build that got me out of builder's block, so I hope I can build again now. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you on Thursday. Goodbye, friends!